Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of UA Eats. I'm UA, and yeah, when it rains, it pours, I guess. Tina and I came out here to Queens to watch the Mets game. I mean, it's raining now, but it wasn't earlier. So now it's really coming down. And to make matters worse, we bought the tickets on StubHub and we never got our tickets. The seller never released his tickets. So, you know, we're waiting here for them to give us our tickets, and now it's raining hard. And even if they don't cancel the game, I don't even want to be sitting in the bleachers during a time like this. So, but you know, when it rains, it pours. It is what it is. So we're gonna do this. Let's check out the Queens night market. It's also here in Queens, and it's not far from the Met Stadium. So we're gonna make lemonade out of lemons, and we're gonna turn this into a food vid. So let's go. All right guys, so we finally made it here to Queens Night Market. It was rain, we kind of got rained out at the Mets game and we never even got our tickets, but at least we made it here to this market and it seems like the weather has stopped. So it's actually pretty bright. You know, they have a lot of street lamps lighting up the whole place. So even though it's nighttime, it's pretty bright. So let's see what we got here. Standard street fair items such as grilled corn. I actually think that the blue tents are probably food, and the orange tents are probably crafts, I'm presuming. And if I'm reading this correctly, it looks like this is Indonesian food. They got some stuff that I don't quite often see. You know, Indonesian food, it's a large country, the largest Muslim country in the world actually, and I don't often see Indonesian cuisine, at least where I live. Actually, I don't think there's much color coordination between orange and blue. I think it's just kind of random because this looks like it's a bakery. This is called Twister Cake. This is like a fresh made pretzel or something. Is this pretzel?
Oh no, it's made out of a sweet dough. And then we bake it in the ovens and the sugar on the outside caramelizes. So it has like a pretzel consistency, but it's not a pretzel.
Oh, I see. Very cool, maybe I'll try it. They eat this in Transylvania?
Yes, very popular.
Okay.
Definitely give it a try if you're looking for dessert.
All right, cool, sounds good, thank you. Count Dracula's favorite food. He might eat one cake, two cake, And this Tibetan dumpling stand is extremely popular. I presume that's the Tibetan colors and the flag up there, but just look at the line. I'm so sorry. Just look at the line for this Tibetan dumpling spot. It's the longest line we've seen so far. Am I reading this correctly? Fried shark sandwich? Oh my goodness. I'm very tempted to try this classic Mexican mole, and a good mole is a thing of beauty. One of the most delicious things you can ever eat. Super delicious, super complex, super comfort food. What is this? I mean, look at this line. Actually, this might be the longest line so far. That's the line for this, I think I might be saying this wrong, Bifana? I'm getting a little bit outside of my knowledge here. Seems to be some sort of Portuguese thing, but it must be delicious. No surprise that they got Asian foods, Taiwanese, and what looks to be a Chinese burger, like a Chinese fusion spot, I presume. Actually, this is just such a humongous food market that there's just so much food to choose from and so many options. And I don't know, this would be such a long video if I went into every single one. And I also think it's getting kind of dark. I think we're kind of losing the light. So let's just make up our mind, choose a few items, and then we'll circle back and review some food. Man, those Cambodian skewers, I saw them making them and they look pretty good. So let's go with this first. Why don't we? Hi, we'll do an order of 2 skewers. Yeah.
So do you want 1 beef, 1 chicken?
1 beef, 1 chicken? Yep, 1 beef, 1 chicken.
Can I get you anything else?
That'll be it.
That'll be $5.
What's our number? 323, okay.
$324, $354, $323.
That's us. I got it. Thank you. We actually found a pretty bright spot of the night market. You know, gonna try not to be blinded by these Friday night lights, or Saturday night lights in this case. But we got our skewers here, our Cambodian skewers, and boy did they look delicious. Tina, you want your chicken one?
Is this the chicken one?
Yeah, that's the chicken one. And that just leaves beef for moi. Now, I am a big sucker for skewers, no matter what kind. Chinese, called char, or Japanese, known as yakitori. Let's see this Cambodian take on a former soldier's food. They're kind of sweet, pretty nice. If you could tell by the smoke, they're definitely cooking this over real charcoal because there's a ton of smoky flavor in this. And the sauce they're using too is super sweet. I'm allergic to shrimp and there's actually a bit of a shrimp flavor to it, so hopefully that won't be too bad later. But, you know, just to be safe, you know, if it's just in the sauce, it should be okay. But I'll just take one more bite of this. Delicious. The meat is super juicy and tender. It's not dry and overcooked like some other skewers are. Very, very delicious, and 2 for $5. Yeah, not as cheap as those skewers in like Chinatown and Flushing, but still pretty good and a delicious product. But Tina, you want to eat the rest of this just in case it has shrimp?
You want to eat mine?
Sure.
Mine's pretty good.
And we can at least try the chicken skewer. Perhaps the chicken will soak up more of the flavor. The chicken doesn't seem to have as much shrimpy flavor, more so the beef. So I guess they have different sauces for both the different proteins. First thing down, let's eat some more. Wow, I got my eye on this Tibetan food. This really caught my eye. And yak meat, I've never tried this before. Should I get yak meat or yak with cheese? Game time decision. Let's just try one. Hello, do you have the yak meat ones?
Yak meat, I'm so sorry, sold out. We have the yak cheese. But
Yak cheese?
Yeah.
Same thing but just with cheese?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll do one of those.
It's not the same. I mean, the meat is gone, but the yak cheese, and this is equally good.
Oh, it's yak cheese. It's not yak with cheese, it's yak cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll try it. We'll try it. Thank you. All right, so we got some yak cheese dumplings. I was mistaken earlier. I thought the yak cheese was like yak and cheese, but this is cheese from a yak. She said it's pretty good, so hopefully it's delicious and not yacky. Okay. You like that one? That one was probably bottom 10% of my jokes, which is pretty bad. Anyways, I'm just gonna put this on the floor real quick so we can try these one at a time. And look at this delicious puffy texture. It's like completely filled with air. Like these are not gonna be some doughy dumplings, that's for sure. All right, yak attack time. Oh, it's hot. This is very, very, very hot. Oh, those are excellent. My only complaint is that they're a little oily. Like I feel like they probably could have dried them off on paper towels after they're frying them, rather than just serve them straight out the fryer. They're a little bit oily and greasy, but I wish I could show you though, the cheese flavor on the inside is delicious. They kind of taste like crunchy pierogies. Like the dough and the cheese filling tastes a lot like pierogi. Like it does not really taste exactly like I expected. I'm not sure what I was expecting with yak cheese, but okay, I bit it and I opened it up and hopefully you can sort of see that the cheese inside is like liquidy. Like it's not stretchy, it's not hard. It's like a liquid cheese, almost like a cheese sauce. And I don't know, I've never had anything like yak before. To me, the cheese, it kind of tastes like a really mild cheese, almost like a very creamy milk made into like a milky sauce. But I really, really enjoy it. And the dough, it's like crispy pierogi dough. I really, really, really dig it. You mentioned that it sort of tastes like, I mean, because I've never had anything like this. You said it sort of tastes like it has like a wild taste?
Sometimes muttons, like sheeps, have that kind of flavor.
Yeah?
I feel like this one has it too. Like a little, like the smell of it is different. It's different from like the normal beef.
Okay.
This one has a more, is it the right word to say gamey or like wild?
I think gamey is the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
So you're getting that from the cheese?
Yeah. Do you taste it?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's like a gamey flavor, but I guess now that you mention it, it does sort of taste like sour cream a little bit. Like kind of like whole milk and sour cream kind of combined into like a cheese sauce. I guess it does kind of taste like that. So yeah, I guess Tina is right in that maybe there is like a hint of gaminess that's impacting this dumpling. But regardless, I love it. Wow, my first time having Tibetan food and my first time having any sort of yak product. But no, it's not yaki at all. It's quite delicious. Not sure if this red onion is meant to be eaten with it or if this red onion is a palate cleanser, but we'll find out. Oh, spicy. Ooh. I thought those are like pickles pretty much, but no, it's spicy. Makes it less one-dimensional, less like a fried cheese ball. My first ever experience with Tibetan food here in Queens Night Market. Fantastic. I'm gonna do it, guys. My curiosity is killing me. I gotta try this bifana just because of this crazy line. So let's hop to the back of this line and hope it moves relatively quickly. So yeah, while we're waiting for the pork sandwich, Tina went and got one of these spiral potatoes. And oh man, looks pretty cool. I wonder if this is just like a gimmick, but it looks kind of cool, and it looks like it's made from one whole potato spiraled out, and I definitely want to try it. So let's just try a bite of this real quick before we hop back in line. Tina's holding my spot. They're almost like thick potato chips. Like each of them are sliced individually, and unlike potato chips, they're not crunchy, but it's like a potato chip that's like starchy and thick. The skin on them have gotten a little bit crispy and they're delicious. And the seasoning is super on point. Like that delicious peppery and like, I don't know, kind of like Cajun flavoring. So I dig this. Let's hop back in line and give this back to Tina. Hello. Hello. Oh, whenever you're ready. Just one Bufana.
You got it.
Did I say that right, Bufana?
You did.
Oh.
You did, I said, yeah. Very good.
First try. Yeah, I heard some people online say Bufana. That's not right?
No.
Oh, okay, it's Bufana.
Perfect.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, my dear, grab some napkins. It gets a little messy.
Thank you.
Can we have one of those and then one of the Bufana sandwiches? Really? I thought you were going to say something. You got so excited.
Excellent. Thank you. Oh, look. They got live music too over there. All right, here to review our final item. And yeah, I did want to just say that they do have seating over there. They do have some tables and chairs, but they've all been, people have snagged them already and no one's really moving. So it is what it is. We'll just plop ourselves down on the floor. Like so, why not? And this is my first time ever having a bifana. And the way I saw him dip it again in the juice, this looks like almost like a Italian beef sandwich, only they don't dip the whole bread, they only dip the meat, and it's pork, not beef, of course. And I did some reading while in line, and it looks like this is the national dish of Portugal. So this is like a Philly cheesesteak, but not just for Philadelphia, for all of Portugal. So, all right. This looks delicious. I cannot wait.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2.
Look at all that juice drip out the bottom.
Hello, Queens Night Market. We are Bruce Moonface from some of the drummer.
Absolutely delicious. I was warned, it is quite messy, but the pork is so juicy, it's not dry at all. It's just been stewed in the juices and it's delicious. Like it's super tender and super juicy. And I like the touch that the bread is toasted as well. And even though it's messy, I kind of like that. Like it really does remind me of a Chicago Italian beef sandwich, where the messiness is the best part. Wow. Hot and steaming, juicy. Oh, you know how some people call pork the other white meat? Well, it has merit because too often pork is dry, just like a hunk of white meat chicken, like a chicken breast. Nope, if pork is the other white meat, in this case it's not the other white meat at all. In this case it's the other dark meat, because this one is just so juicy and flavorful. Any spices and seasonings they're putting in the sauce is just amplifying the pork, and it's crispy bread on the outside to counteract the juicy pork. But anyways, guys. Wow. Whoa. Impressive. Whoa. Wow. Impressive, but Anyways, it's getting a little noisy here, and further away spots don't have good lighting. So I think we're gonna wrap up the vid. We're gonna eat a little bit more, but I think it's getting a little bit too noisy and the lighting's getting difficult to film. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me film here at Queen's Night Market. My first time here, Tina's first time here as well. They got food here from all over the world. Really, really cool. Some stuff that I'd never even seen before, like Sudanese food, Tibetan food as you saw. They got familiar staples like Hong Kong food, Japanese food, Italian food. At these food festivals, too often everything is overpriced, and yeah, I mean, this sandwich was $6. I guess you could argue that was a little bit pricey, but is this really that much more expensive than a fast food item at this point? Like even at McDonald's, a Big Mac on its own is like $6 or $7, right? So I think the prices are reasonable as well. And the quality, I like everything I ate. So anyways, getting loud, so gonna finish this. Have you been to Queen's Night Market before? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments because great minds eat alike. And if you like my videos, like and subscribe. That way you stay up to date whenever I post another vid. And until next time, I'll see you later.